Hello, hello, hello. How are you? And welcome to Bima's Crafty Corner. I am Bima, better known as Elf, and we are working on finishing up this. This is a flip-flop journal, and we did the video for this a couple weeks back. Let me go ahead and get you a link for the original video. So this is the original video on the assembly for this one. And it's quite easy. This is I actually made this one out of two 8x8 panels, art panels, and you could just use 8x8 chipboard. That's perfectly fine. And file folders. This is file folders. And then just a small digital kit that I had. And then we're just kind of working our way through it. We picked out some washi tapes and some labels and things. And there's still some, we have a lot of, let me get these over here off of the paper so we can actually see what we have here. We have a lot of, there's still ephemera from the piece, from the set. And I don't even remember what it's called, but it's, I don't think it's in print anymore. I don't think she sells it anymore. But we have a couple of pages left. We're not quite done here. And there's a few other, these two haven't been finished. This one still needs a little bit of work, just doing little bits here and there. So we're just going to finish this one up. Okay. For anybody keeping track, we are inking. And we're inking with Stormy Skies. It's the color we're using. And we're paying kind of close attention on some of the pages to this area right here, because on some of the pages you can see the original, the stamp, on the file folder. But this is a flip-flop journal, so it goes this way. And then when you get to the end, it flips over and it goes this way. Okay? So that's why it's called a flip-flop journal. So let me grab a dauber handle and some ink. There we go. There's our ink. I got a dauber handle. Ooh. And a dauber pad. This one's about done. Oh, goody. He's going to go take a nap. Yes, my co-host is taking a nap. Now, I like this, but it needs something. We're going to have to stamp something on there. Grab my stamps real quick. Now, obviously, this is not all my stamps. Let's see. I think we'll use one of these. Never use them, Let's use this one. We're going to get the package open. We'll use it. Okay. Put that out of the way. So we decided on that one. Okay, let's go in. It's this one. All right, I'm going to grab a small one. Now, normally I would get out the foam and all of that other stuff, but since it's just a little teeny piece, you know, I'm not going to worry about it. And we'll just use some Memento. Okay. There, that works for me. Oh, put that over there. We'll clean it up later. And I think I'm going to add a butterfly over here too. So let's get one of these trimmed out. I'm sorry I missed last night, guys. I was just, my sugar crashed and I just couldn't get it back, you know? And so I was exhausted and scatterbrained. All right, there we go. Let's get rid of that. Put some ink on this guy. Hey, Steph. Hi, Miss Buffy. Oh, just, you know, doing the thing. Alrighty. Trying to remember not to squeeze the bottle. Just let it flow. Trying to learn how to use this bottle. Well, I guess putting a pin in there for the moment would be a good idea. Oh, yeah, there's a little dryness right there. Okay. Miss Janie told me that I needed to get this bottle, and I bought it. And I like it right there. There's it going. I was just laying down for my head. And so I feel you. All right, let's see. I think I'm going to leave this alone so you can just write on it. Leave that one. This one I'm pretty content with. I'm okay with this one because I love all the writing space. Writing space. This one, I don't know. It's like it needs something, but I'm not sure yet, you know? Let's look. What do we have? No, I think. Let me see if I can find them. there they are right there. Okay. I haul roll. Okay. Let's see. This one. I like this one. Okay. See, now it looks better. Now it works. Oh. Yeah, I laid down about an hour and a half ago. Because that's kind of what I do because of my migraines. I go and I put myself in my room, I close the door, and that way, it's quiet. And so that's what I did. It's this one, definitely going to be this one. And I don't necessarily sleep, but, I just kind of close the door, turn the lights off, turn on the fans, and just kind of lay there, and relax. Try to get my brain to shut off. Where is it? Well, you have 16 of them, lady. Just find one. There's that one. And we're going to do this one at the top. Hold it down. Note to self, don't try to cut the tape before it dries. Otherwise, it just moves, So, yeah, I was just hibernating. Okay. Then we're going to do this one. I think we'll paper clip this one. I went in there and I took Gigi with me. So she came in and, boy, I said nap. The minute I said nap, she walked right in there, walked right over to her bed and went, okay, I'm laying down. You don't have to ask an old girl twice. I'll take a nap, Mom. And off we went. And then, of course, as soon as I lay down on the bed, she'll come over and lay next to the bed. But when she goes in there, she lays in her bed. But if it's just me and her, she lays next to the bed. She can't get up anymore. She's getting too old for that. But she likes to be close, And used to be that her bed was right next to where my bed is. But when we moved here, we didn't have space for that. So her bed is now down like at the foot of the bed. And she doesn't like it. She still wants to be up by Mommy. So we're going to put this in with a paper clip. What kind of paper clip should we use? Let's get some paper clips and take a look. What's it going to be? We could do one of these big gold ones. Or not quite that big. Let's do it like a medium-sized one. Or we could do one of these circle ones. Kind of like the idea of the circle one, I think. If I had a blue one of those, that would be cool. I don't think I do. I have a black one. I do have a black one. I have a green. Silver. Let's see. We have a black one, which I think is it's too much. Let's try the gold one. Hold on, what's on the other side there? Oh, just paper, okay. Well, then that doesn't make any sense why it doesn't want to. There we go. There has to be something else over there. What is it? Ah, it's going under the paper. So let's flip this over because apparently the paper's not very well glued. It's this one. Yeah, see, it's got a lift right there. Okay, let's get this put down. Sometimes we don't hit the edge, you know? That's more better. Okay. Now, back to our page. Right there. And much better. Yeah, okay. And I think I like the swirl. Okay, we'll put that up there. Okay, let's see. I just woke up. So I'm trying to figure out this mystery. How does one go to the eye doctor and get new glasses and you still can't see? I do it too. Oh, Gigi. Gigi's my she's actually my service dog. She's a Labradoodle. I don't want to pay for those progressive ones because personally they're just goofy to me. I have to have in the past and doesn't make any difference. Hello, Mix. The progressive, I can't wear them either because the center point is where your focus is, and then as it goes out, it gets blurry, and it's like looking through a fishbowl. I can't do it. I wear a bifocal, and honestly, the only time I wear them is when I drive because I can see in front of me and I can see my dash with them, and that's it. I can't see the computer with them. I can't see working here with them. Like this range, they don't work for me. They only work like from here to like about 3 feet, and then the other lenses work from there out. They just don't work. I hate them. So, yeah. No. So they're just they gave him to Mike too because they said he needed readers. Now Mike can't see far away. Close up he can see. So when Mike needs to see close up, he just puts his glasses down at the end of his nose and he looks over the top of them. He sees what he needs to see, and then he puts his glasses back up. Oh my God. They gave him progressives. And they were like, here's where you look when you want to have regular vision. And then if you look down, and to the sides, it's going to be your reader. And he couldn't wear them. They gave him headaches. They made him dizzy. They made him nauseous.
Oh, it's horrible.
He was like, oh, hell no.
I will not drive with these things.
Yeah, he didn't even trust himself to drive in them. He was like, no, 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 no. All right, so now we have that page. I like it. See, I don't like to overdo these things, you know? I want them pretty basic. I mean, we'll go back and look at a few other things, maybe add a few, but all right, let me see. I'm looking for something on this page. Yeah, I just deal with the bifocal. The progressives, I've had them before and I didn't have a problem with them, but the last 2 times I've gotten them, can't use them. Just can't. No. I don't know if they've changed the way they build them or what the deal is, but I can't. Just can't. Okay. And we're going to need yeah. Well, your phone, you have a little bit of leeway because you can kind of move it to where you need it, but still a pain in the ass. still a pain in the ass. Okay. All right. I want to put something in there, so it can't be from that because that's too small. It needs to be longer. Nope. I think we'll do this one. Put those together so I remember where these stamps came from, because I'll forget. Grab your block. Okay. Some ink. I hate when I get ink on my finger and then I go to stamp something and I end up getting ink on the paper. So I have to be careful because I always get ink on my fingers. Sorry if my head gets in the way. Okay, there's, we'll clean you later. Need some washi. Right here. Yes, to there. Okay. Let's get some glue. I always put glue on my washi because I don't know about y'all, but my washi never sticks to crap except my fingers and itself. And then put the other piece up there. Okay. Right there. There's a little piece there. I don't want to be there. All right, so let's take a look. Needs a top. Let me grab my box. Oh, ribbon. Okay. Yeah, this will be fine. It's a little clashing, but I can live with it. That one in there. Let's see. This needs something. Excuse me. Where is it? I'll find what I'm looking for. Screw it, I'll cut it. Oh, I don't want to do this. I'm going to do it. Here we go. Oh, I hate cutting circles. They never work out. Ask me to cut a spiral. I could do that all day long. Because every time I cut one of these, it just goes around and around and around and around. Okay. That goes there. See? I have washi tape without glue on it. And so it does not want to be part at one with the paper. See? That's what happens to washi tape when you don't put glue on it. Okay, what else? Something here. Where's that thing? I want some things, man. Okay, since we can't figure it out, let's go to the I don't know what I'm doing bin of stuff. And let's see if we can find something that will work there. Cool. So what are you up to, Buffy? Been a while. What you been up to, babe? Besides hanging out with the boodles. That is promise. Nope. No. No. Nope. 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 No. 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 It's like this stuff is all vintage Valentine. And sometimes it's okay, but you know, I look at it sometimes and I'm like, ah. Nope. 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 You're about to win by default. Nope. 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 No. 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 Okay. You win by default. That is my I don't know what to put here pile of stuff. All right. Anybody seen my tweezers? I haven't seen them in days. I think they've gotten lost in the mess. That is. Aha, there's my tweezers. Should have trimmed that, but you know, I'm lazy, so what can I say? All right. That's good. This needs a thing. Luckily, we still have this one out. So we'll go ahead and let's put that up there where it belongs. Get some ink on this. Oh. Yeah, okay. Look, I didn't know if I had it upright or right, wrong side up or upside down or. That works. Okay. And then ribbon. So go back and tell them you can't see out of the damn glasses, because if they gave you a progressive and you're not used to a progressive, they're going to try and tell you, you know, well, you have to get used to it. Tell them no. Just look at them and tell them, say, I won't get used to it if I don't wear them, and I'm not going to wear them, so I'm not paying for them. Fix it. Okay, what else? We really haven't done anything here because we really are leaving this, I think, just for writing. Just for writing. Writing. This needs a thing. Okay. There's two of them there. I'll take one off. Leave one on. There we go. We'll find some place to put this one. And I think we'll put this one right here. Yes, okay. And then we have that. And I'm good with this. I love that. That's a rub-on. Not part of the paper. It looks like it's part, like it should be there, but it's not. Okay. I think that's it, guys. I think we're finally done with this one. It only took us 3 weeks of doing it. Well, 3 weeks of Fridays, Thursdays, or Fridays, whatever day this is. Okay. And I think I got all the tags, because I think there's only 2 tags in the book. I'm just checking that I didn't skip over it. Yep. Okay. So this one's done. It's in the bag, so to speak. Let me get this off of here. That in there. Close it up so it stays gooey. Close this up so it stays gooey. All right. Now, I'm just going to put everything in the bag, and I'll clean up the rest of it later, because we do still have one other thing to do. We do. That in there, that up there. That away. That. This. All of this. Back in here. Okay. Let's put a lid on that for now. So, still trying to figure this out, and the closure on this one. So, let's get I think we're going to do them in acrylics. So let's get red, some white, some black. Okay, let's see. Da, da, da. Okay. Water. Okay. Yes. And a napkin. All right. So we have to work this out. So, teeny tiny little pieces here to paint. paint these little mushrooms. This is the cover piece for the Dark Forest, for the Fairy Forest Journal. So we're going to see how this works. Trying to paint around the dots because I don't want to put red paint in them because they're not supposed to be red, you know. Okay, got that part. Now, this is what we're going to do the dots. So I'm hoping that I can do dots. I'm not good at dots, you know, just not good at dots. There we go. A little bit there and there and over here. This one and that one. And they're not round dots, or I could use a tool, a dotting tool, but they're not. So a little bit there, and a little bit there, and a little one there, and one there, and one over here. Okay, now, should we color the stems too? I think we should. I'm going to do the stems. We're going to do the stems in the same kind of whitish color. Letting a little of the ink come through because I've already inked on this. To darken it. Yeah, that works. Okay, now what's next? Well, now we have black that we can use on the hinge and the doorknob, on the handle. Okay. Oh, here we go. This is going to be a pain in the butt. I can do it. I can do it. Okay, got that part. Now we just, I'll do the string with a pen as opposed to paint because it's, you know, it's a line. I have a paint pen that I can do that with. I'm going to do the window. Acrylic painting is not my first love. I really prefer watercolor. It's much more forgiving, but oh, I forgot to do the hinge. Hold on. Or should we do the hinge in like a brass or gold? I think it needs to be brass or gold. Okay, so let's put that away. And let's see. Nip bin. I need where's my Timmy pen when you want one? This is the blue one. I don't want the blue one. I want the black one. Hold on. Okay. All right, here we go. There. And there. There. And across here. Yes, yes, okay. And then the hinge. Which we're going to do in silver. And then I'll come back and put the black dots on it. Okay, now what? That. Which we're going to paint in with this as well. Let me shape this up a little more. Okay. Muy bene. Okay, here we go. I can always go back over the black line if I want, but just want to get some base color in there.
Hi, this is Mike with the ETS. Is this Josh? Okay, are you the secondary on call for this evening? Oh, I'm sorry, and I apologize. Listen, I got a ticket that should have been called in to you guys earlier. It's for a place for Dish over on our road.
All right, I'm going to hit this with
It's
the
in your queue. It's not been set to assigned or put on anyone's name.
dry.
So
I apologize.
it's just that you guys called it, alerted to it, so I'll do it now. All right, sorry about that. And, do you want me to send you a ticket number or something?
Okay. Now.
Oh, okay, awesome. Hey, by the way, I tried calling you first, and your voicemail box is full.
I think I'm going to do the. I'm going to
All
do
right.
yeah.
Yeah. Otherwise, I'd have left you a message.
Let me grab some. I'll be right back.
All right. No problem. Have a great night. Thanks.
Turning. Okay. get this cleaned up. Hi, Roseanne. All right, let me. How you doing, hon? Yes. It needed some green on the bottom. It's not the best paint job, because my brush is too big, but you know, it needed some green on the bottom. All right, now we're gonna let that dry, and then we're gonna get it on the book. What are we gonna have there? What are we gonna put in the middle, guys? We need to write something in there. Good, I'm good. All right, I know what we're putting in there. Okay. All right. So this is the front for this, and we still have to figure out the closure. Let me see. We could just do taps and ties. And then glue this down. I think we're going to do taps and ties. Okay, so brass taps. Let me get the taps. They're up there. Okay. All right, these are going to work. All right. So we got those. Get that out of the way. Let's see. Screwdriver. I know, right? This is crafting, not auto mechanics. All right. Hole here. Let's do this. I need to use a bigger hole. Did not big enough. That hole not big enough. We're gonna have to use the big one. Here we go. Right over that one. All right, now I gotta lay it down so I can see. Hold on. Oh, there. See, completely different angle. Okay. There we go. All right. All righty. Now, what are we going to use to tie it? That's the question. Don't use that. How about Didn't think this through, did I? No. Okay. I don't want to use that. I mean, I could. No. Let me put this out of the way. Let me get that out of my thoughts. All right. Let's get... How about just some raw... Yeah. I'm digging that. Okay. Just some raw jute. Okay. Get that out of the way. All right. So I'm doing good. I took a nap earlier. I didn't, not like a nap, you know, like a, my head is pounding kind of nap. All right, so we're going to bring this through. Look at that. And then we're going to put this in there. Look at that. And then we have this piece, which goes in there. And then we're going to screw that in. Hoping that that's going to be not tight enough. It's okay. This whole book is very rustic, so, you know, I'm good with it. Okay, now over here, put another hole. And pretty much the exact same spot. Hole. Okay. Second piece. If I don't like this, I'll take it out and we'll put taps in. Regular taps. These are screw-in taps. I'm not liking them. That's okay. If I don't like them, we'll take them out, you know. Nobody says we have to keep them in there. Screwdriver. let's trim this because that I don't like. Trim this because I don't like it. Right there. Okay. Muy better. All right. Now that we have that, this has to go on here. Like that. So I'm going to glue this on. And we'll use 3-in-1. Not my preferred glue, but I don't know where my E6000 is right now. So we're going to use this instead. Could have used wood glue. Sure, that would have been good. Okay, there we go. Got to find the right position too, because moving this around is just going to create glue goo everywhere. I want it slightly off center. That's it right there. I hope that's it because I can't move it. Oi. All right. Like I said, eventually, if I don't like this, I'll just take them off and put on regular, you know, bang bang taps. But I like kind of the rustic thing that we got here. You know, it's rustic, it's charming. I love it. Okay, so I'm gonna let that dry. This one's in the bag, guys. Literally, I'm gonna put it in the bag. Okay. We're done with the 8x8. We are working on Winnie the Pooh, and I will be back to work on that on Wednesday. Tomorrow night, we will be doing mixed media. And that is at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 7, 8, and 9 across the country. It's late-ish night. Not really late night, but not, you know. I don't want anybody to have to be up at 3 o'clock in the morning trying to mix media. Yesterday was the last day to sign up for the washi tape swap. And so that I'm going to be telling everybody who they're sending to probably by tomorrow. And what else? I think that's everything. So if you're new here and I haven't offended you, hit the button, you know, ring the bell, come back. I'll offend you eventually. Let's see what else. I'm sorry. I've had something stuck in my throat all day. If you would like to support the channel, you can do so in a couple of different ways. You can buy digitals. You can join my Patreon. You can do all that kind of stuff. If you would like to know what's going on the channel, you know, what videos are coming out, what free classes, if I'm traveling, when I'm traveling, if I'm having sales, those kinds of things, all of that information can be found. Join my Facebook group. You know, the tribe over there would love to have you. If you'd like to do that, you can do that, certainly. Links to everything are in the description below. Just click on the more button and it's going to pop open and you'll have links to everything there, to my Ko-Fi, to my Facebook group, to my Patreon, all that stuff. You can pick up free digitals, everything. That's it. So until I see you again, stay hydrated, stay cool, and stay well, my friends. Bye-bye.